Hi, ladies. Are you suffering with insomnia as you get into your 40s and 50s as a female? Do you feel that it's due to your hormone imbalance or some of the lowering hormone levels in your body that you know you're experiencing as you get towards and into that menopause transition? Are you sleeping sometimes 3 to 4 hours a night, waking up even in this time period? Are you just getting up and feeling like a zombie and an absolute wreck, and you still have to get everything done in your everyday life that you normally need to accomplish no matter how much you sleep? Do you feel moody, exhausted, irritable with your loved ones? Do you feel like you can't focus at work? Do you feel like just the everyday tasks of going to get your groceries and even do things around the house are just weighing you down because you just cannot function? This is so common for women that are dealing with insomnia, and it's not an uncommon symptom as you move towards and into perimenopause, menopause, and beyond. Now, some of this does have to do with the way our hormone levels are shifting and changing. Progesterone is one of our happy sleep hormones, and progesterone lowers more quickly than estrogen for females as they move towards and into perimenopause, menopause, and beyond. But not every woman who has low progesterone has insomnia. So we know this is potentially one of the reasons why some women can suffer from insomnia, but it's certainly not the only reason. And I know that as well from working with so many women. And sometimes even when we see a low progesterone on lab testing, if we try to bring in progesterone or herbs that help to the body to produce more progesterone on its own, it doesn't always work. It doesn't always help. So there's other things going on as well. And one of the other main root causes of insomnia, despite hormone levels lowering and having this low progesterone, has to do with our adrenal health. And what do our adrenals produce primarily as a hormone? The master hormone cortisol. And cortisol is responsible for being produced when our body is under physical, emotional, and mental stress. And for many women, they are under high levels of stress in all three of these categories. And they're actually more cortisol dominant than they are with their sex hormones. And so the cortisol takes over, and it actually even depletes these other sex hormones more quickly than is already happening naturally as you move into perimenopause, menopause, and beyond. So if you're under a ton of stress, if you're over 40 and you're suffering from insomnia, this is just a soup of imbalance that's not going to get better until you actually balance the adrenals and the cortisol. Cortisol can also be elevated not just from stress, but can also be elevated from inflammation inside our bodies. So if we're not eating a healthy diet, we're not exercising, we're not taking care of our lifestyle, it also can cause some of these elevations. Elevated blood sugars is a common one as well. And this can contribute to poor sleep. Many women don't understand that when they're waking in the night, it's because the blood sugars are fluctuating up and down. So you can just see by even just this short talk that there's many different potential root causes for your insomnia. Don't just assume that it's due to low hormones, especially low progesterone if you're a female over 40, because there's often many different things going on. It's complex what's happening in the body. There can be some common triggers for insomnia, but the deep root cause for you is going to be very individualized to you as a person, all the way down even to your genetics for health around how the body is able to process and use hormones. So if you want to learn what you can do to help with your insomnia, both now and for the long term, and let's face it, women that have insomnia, especially if it becomes chronic, I've worked with women that have been surviving off 3-4 hours sleep for 3+ years. This starts to impact so many other systems of your body, and it can impact your health, and it can really accelerate the risk factors for you developing a chronic disease process. So we want to not just help you with your insomnia so we can help your everyday life get better. We also want to help you with your insomnia so we can help to prevent chronic diseases from developing for you either now or in the future. So please feel free to reach out to me if you want to learn a customized solution to get you out of the cycle of insomnia, especially if you're a female over 40 and you feel like you've been suffering and you can't find the answers. You can go to my website at www.angelasimpsonfunctionalmedicine.ca. I would be so happy to speak with you, connect with you. I know how much this can impact your life. I've had periods of time in my life where insomnia impacted every single aspect of my being, and I know how it just is devastating to your life. So you don't need to continue to suffer. There is a way to get the balance back, but you need the proper lab testing, and you need a customized, individualized strategy that's natural and helps you to progress not only the insomnia, but improve your overall health status both now and for the long term. So please feel free to reach out to me. You can go to my website, www.angelasimpsonfunctionalmedicine.ca. There is a place there to book a call, and it's a free complimentary consult for us to talk about your health, talk about the insomnia, and talk about if there is the potential for us to have a good fit to work together to help you improve on this. And if you also want to connect with me before booking that call, there is a contact link at my website. There's also a blog post on my website if you want to look at other topics of interest in regards to your hormone imbalance symptoms. And I'm also able to show you some of my other socials if you're interested in looking on my Instagram, my TikTok, and my group Functional Medicine for Hormone Imbalances in Facebook. Please request to join. It's an amazing group of females that are looking for all of the different ways to support their bodies as far as hormone transition into your 40s, 50s, and beyond, perimenopause, menopause, and post. There's so many natural strategies that we can put in place. We need to learn what to do to get an individualized strategy that's going to work for us, for our health, both now and for the long term. And this is what I love to do. I have a passion for helping women with this every single day of my life. And I'd love to connect with you if you feel ready to do the same. So thanks again, ladies, and I will see you again soon. Thanks for watching.